Alright, so I don't know how, it costs too much, takes too long, Joe Schmo cooking show. And I'm going to make chicken parm for the first time today. So if you're a nice person, you won't laugh at me while I'm struggling through it. Alright, so we already got everything out and going. I'll do something more in depth at a later time, but we got a bowl of eggs, okay? And instead of breadcrumbs, because I'm gluten free, or at least organic gluten, we made our own with almond flour. We put all the spices in there that we wanted already, and some Parmesan cheese. And then the chicken breasts, we fillet them in half so they're thinner, so they cook faster and they get crispier. And then we put salt, pepper, and garlic powder on these and in the flour. And then we have the sauce that I made the other day, and that has its spices in it too, and that'll go on the top. So, just gonna get these breaded up. I already got the pan hot, warming the sauce up so it doesn't have to take so long in the oven to get all that sauce hot. And we already got the oven preheated. Yeah, it's stuck on there pretty good. Not too bad. And we just want one layer of chicken breast per pan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll cook and not get all soggy. So I can hear the oil in the pan. We're using avocado oil today, and I cook everything at try to slow cook everything, but when you need to crisp something up, and we're not cooking these all the way through, we're just going to brown them so that the breading sticks and so they get that crispiness from like the chicken parm always has. So we're just basically going to hit them in the pan for a couple minutes each side, and to make sure the oil is hot enough, I just wet my finger with a couple drops of water in the sink and then flick it in the pan from a distance. And if it pops, then I know the grease is hot enough. And if it doesn't, it's not heated up enough. Or as we're doing all this, as you keep putting pieces in, the oil cools off and you have to keep letting it warm back up, right? So water and oil is a bad idea, so you do it from a distance. When you get that, you know it's gonna cook for you. That's all it's going to fit in there. I'm actually going to turn that up a little bit hotter. And then I'll flip them in a couple of minutes. Then we'll make one layer in this pan. I'll put the sauce in and it'll go in the oven. I'll show you that in a minute. Okay. So while that was cooking, finished up breading that chicken and throw the dishes away. Now we're going to pull this off, put it in the pan. So it's been a couple minutes on each side. A lot of the breading's going to stick in the pan, but nothing you can do about it. I know it. Wedge that one in there. Got me. Alright, we can pull that up and put that in there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put that back. So, need some more oil to let that heat back up while we finish this pan. Good?
Good.
Okay. This is the sauce I made in the previous video. Bay leaf. So basically enough sauce just to cover everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
How's that look?
Good.
All right. Then Parmesan. Good.
Good.
And mozzarella, we just shredded up. And which oven are we putting this in?
The upper. That's a lot of cheese.
Well, you're supposed to be supervising. Basically not my fault. Alright, so when we put it in now?
Mm-hmm.
I can't. Squash is in there.
Can you move it over to the side?
No. Alright, I can get one in there. So the chicken has to finish cooking and everything's got to melt in. That end of the pan is really hot where it was touching that. So how long is this going in for?
Oh, probably 45 minutes.
Okay, so 350
Mm-hmm.
for about 45 minutes.
Till the chicken cooks all the way through the middle.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Alright, so fresh out of the oven, let it cool off for a minute to coagulate together a little bit. And then just run the knife through and cut the cheese around each piece before you scoop it out. Try to minimize the mess. And this is the spaghetti squash we made in the other video. Oh, I made a mess. Didn't work. Not taking a bite until it cools off. Alright, that's it.